Turning now to Ukraine, while the ceasefire is officially in place, clashes continue between government forces and pro-Russia separatists. In Donetsk, citizens are cleaning up after fighting destroyed several homes and wounded several residents. As the fighting rages, Kiev has authorized OSCE monitors to deploy drones to monitor the ceasefire in eastern Ukraine. Ukraine's defense minister says NATO has begun the arms deliveries it pledged at this month's summit in Wales. Residents in Luhansk say their airport is destroyed, as is much of the rebel-held region. Despite that, Stephanie Freid shows us how residents there tried to celebrate City Day, which marks the founding of Luhansk.
In the name of life. That was the slogan for this year's City Day in Luhansk. But to get to the celebrations, residents had to pass by remnants of death and destruction. Luhansk declared independence from Ukraine in May, but Kiev's government fought back, sending troops to quell the insurgency. This graveyard of burnt-out APCs and tanks 20 kilometers outside the city shows how fierce the fighting was just 2 weeks ago. People here have been getting by without electricity, running water, internet, or cell phone connections for a month and a half now. Residents queuing for soup during City Day celebrations served as a stark reminder that there is no work, banks have no money, and food is in short supply.
I want to see Ukraine again here. I want to see Ukrainian government here because everything was working well. We're working well, and now everything is destroyed.
Maria is in a minority here. Despite heavy fighting provoked by the rebel occupations of Ukraine government buildings, most locals back the militia groups.
I support opposition because they struggle for peace and for good time for our country.
Many admitted it felt surreal to celebrate when the city is in such upheaval. Nevertheless, when local militia rolled onto the main streets in souped-up trucks and armored vehicles, the crowd responded enthusiastically.
This procession is a source of pride for the people of the eastern city hit hardest during the ongoing conflict. The fear here is that they may be hit even harder before this conflict ends. Stephanie Freid, CCTV, Luhansk, Ukraine.